Hello friends, how are you? So if you are watching this on the replay, please type replay in the comments below. If you are hanging out with me live, please say hello so I know who is on tonight. I know a few of you mentioned that you've never watched a Facebook Live. Hi Linda. That you've never watched a Facebook Live. Hi Rochelle. So if you have never watched a Facebook Live before, please make sure and comment that below, first timer. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I am Beth Campbell and I am originally from Iowa. So if my Iowa folks can post a fun emoji below, that would be awesome. And okay, sounds good, Rochelle. And hi Brenda. And if you are, I live in Colorado now, I live in Bailey, Colorado. If you are one of my Colorado family, please comment that below with some kind of fun emoji. Hi Heather. So I am a proud mama of two teenagers, ages 15 and 17, and they are the light of my life. I also happen to be my dog is saying hi right now. I knew this was going to happen. But I'm also a life coach for teenagers. That's what I do with my time, and I absolutely love it. Hi, Jennifer. I might just have to let my dog out. Gotta love Facebook Live in real life. So, hi, Danny. So anyway, I also happen to have homeschooled my kids for a long time, basically up until last school year. And so if you're one of my homeschooling friends, I would love it if you would comment that below as well. My plan for tonight is really just to kind of share what I've learned. CBD is something that, you would think I live in Colorado and it's something that I know about. But it really isn't. It's something that I've learned a lot about over the last few months. And so I just want to share what I've learned. And the big thing I want to do, hi Love and Megan, want to basically share what I've learned and answer questions. That's a big thing. I've done a few of these CBD 101s and they're always really fun because it helps me learn more. And yes, Colorado does rock, Heather. So CBD, what is CBD? I used to lump, I guess, like cannabis all together, like under one thing, right? It's just, and now what I know is that there are hemp and marijuana plants, two different kinds of plants. Hi, Connie. And oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, let's see. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go see if my son will let the dog out so that I can actually focus. Hi, Kieran. Okay, come here, Gypsy, come here. Come here. Logan, will you let the dogs out, please? Logan, please. Okay, thank you. Okay. Focus, Beth. Focus. So, hemp versus marijuana. They are two different plants, okay? And they're bred differently. Hemp is designed to be, I always have to think through this, okay? It's designed to be high CBD, low THC. And then marijuana is designed to be high THC, low CBD. They both have their own benefits. But just know they're genetically distinct, okay? So, what about THC? Okay, THC is the psychoactive component. So, knowing that THC is a psychoactive component, it does have its own health benefits. But based on the 2014 Farm Bill, okay, basically a product that has less than 0.3%, I'm all out of breath now, 0.3% THC, okay, is legal in 50 states. Hi, Danielle. And so the reason that I chose a CBD oil that is, yes, and I love if you like below and hearts and all that. That makes it way more fun to be sitting here talking to you, so feel free to do that. But basically what a low THC, less than 0.3% THC product does is it allows, and this was important to me, it makes it legal in 50 states. And so for me, traveling from Colorado to Iowa and visiting family, that means that I can travel with it and have it be legal, right? That's super important. Hi, Betsy. And then also to know that a less than 0.3% THC product also means it's non-psychoactive. And that was important to me. That's important to me because I give this product to my kids. So obviously I need something that is non-psychoactive. I want to be able to take it on a daily basis and live my life. So the non-psychoactive is really important too. Hi Tina, hi Meredith. So that it kind of, hopefully that helps a little bit with the THC, CBD, marijuana versus hemp. Does anybody have, I want to take a pause because I tend to fly through things. Take a pause and see if anybody has any questions along those lines. Hi Laurel. Okay, so I'll keep going, but definitely shoot me your questions. Okay, so the next thing is, people wonder, how does it work? Okay, so the reason that CBD can be helpful is that we all mammals have an endocannabinoid system, okay? And what that means is we have cannabinoid receptors in our bodies and our brains, and we produce cannabinoids, okay? Hi Tammy. But what happens, and you know what, by the way, if you feel like you know someone that can benefit from this information, please hit the share button and share it out, because really truly I love letting people know about CBD. So yes, just an aside, go ahead and share this out. But we have endocannabinoid system, okay, and the cannabinoid receptors, we produce our own cannabinoids, and what cannabinoids do is they produce a relaxing sensation, okay, but we tend to be deficient in cannabinoids. And oftentimes, and you know, definitely if you are an information hound like I am, Google the endocannabinoid system and you'll be amazed, because I know the information is out here for like the past 20 years or so, but I hadn't heard anything about it. So so what happens is, since we're deficient in cannabinoids, we can feed our bodies CBD and help feed those receptors. And the receptors are designed, like I said, to kind of produce a relaxing sensation. They're also designed to really balance and bring our bodies to homeostasis. Typically when we have health issues, it's stemming from an imbalance in our body, right? Or imbalance in our brain. And so by feeding those receptors, it helps our body get what it needs and can alleviate a lot of our health issues. So let's see, how does it work? I got that. So if you happen to be on here tonight and you are already taking CBD, please drop a 2 in the comments below, okay? Because there's a few of you that have already shared with me how CBD is helping you, and that lights up my day every time. So I would love to know which folks out there are already taking it. Hi, Michelle. So let's see, who can benefit? Okay, so some of the health issues that people have experienced some relief from using CBD, hi Dad, are things like pain and inflammation. Okay, if you know someone that has pain and inflammation, that's very, very common, right? Migraines, anxiety, depression, PTSD, side effects from chemo. A lot of us know folks that are, pretty much all of us, right? We all know people that are taking treatment for cancer, and it can definitely, CBD can help with some of those side effects from chemo. Seizures, there's a wide variety of benefits. And what I like to do is I always encourage everyone, Google whatever health issue you would like help with and CBD. Okay, Google those two things and chances are you're going to find some really interesting information. And I would welcome you, like, when you find great information about CBD and whatever, right, health, send that to me, because I love sharing that information out. And there's so much that, you know, I would never leave my house if I was just always Googling, because I'm kind of a geek when it comes to that would be Gypsy, my guard dog. Hi Janelle. So let's see, what's next? What else? Speaking of, that was actually good timing. My dog barking. So people ask all the time, so can CBD help my pets? So just know, again, you can Google CBD and pets, CBD and whatever health issue your pet is dealing with, and you'll find a lot of really good information. So anything from separation anxiety, some of you might have experience with that with your pet. Hi Jody. And let's see, what else? Separation anxiety, I have notes here. Where did they go? Oh well. Drop a 3 if you have pets. A lot of us have dogs and cats and maybe horses, or hi Lisa, lots of animals that we love, and it's as hard to see our pets in pain as it is to see our family, right? Because pets are our family. So just know all mammals have an endocannabinoid system, and because of that, they can benefit from this too. And so I love that it's something that we can take, and that our pets can take with us and benefit from too. Because our pets age a lot faster than we would like, and so we want to provide them relief and wellness as well. So, all right. I'm trying to see if there's any questions coming in so far. Everybody's commenting. Thank you. That's so much fun when I see what everybody's up to. So people ask a lot of times, well, like, how long should I take CBD, and when can I expect results, right? Because we all want to feel better. So that is a tough question to answer, because everyone is very different. So some folks will, you know, for me, I took CBD and the first night I slept like a baby. Hi Jolene. However, you know, some folks, if you have insomnia, if you have different sleep disorders, or if you have a variety of issues, it might take you longer. Okay, so the biggest thing that I like to tell people, after having lots of families and friends on CBD over the past few months, is really kind of got to practice patience, because the more health issues you have, or the more serious health issues that you have, it might take longer. But what I've seen is, hi Robin, I have a dear family friend that has fibro, and I know she was experiencing a lot of frustration at first because she started taking it and she had high hopes, and honestly it took her 2 months before she experienced some pain relief. And I've had other folks too that it takes longer. So and I'll circle back to some questions here in a few minutes, because I tend to lose my train of thought and then I'll bounce all over the place. So just know that really you want, you know, I always say at least give it 3.5 weeks, okay? But if you have more serious health conditions, you want to give it longer. You want to give it, you know, a month, 2 months, in order to see if it really is helpful for you. You know, another thing that I would say is, for some of you that are already using CBD, is, you know, kind of track maybe your pain level, or you know, what you're experiencing on a scale of 1 to 10 before you start your CBD. I kind of wish I would have done that. And then as you go through, maybe week by week, you keep a log of on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're feeling. Because sometimes things are really gradual, especially something really natural. CBD is plant-based, and so it might take you a little bit to see the results that you're looking for, but hang in there. All right, let's see. So another thing that I always like to share is that it's kind of the way that I chose the CBD oil that I use. Okay, so my first experience with CBD oil was with my dogs, of course. I have a yellow lab who started having seizures years ago, and she had grand mal seizures, so they were really scary. And I worried because they seemed to be getting worse and worse. So we experimented with CBD oil because I had heard and read about the benefits of them for seizures in people and in pets. And so it has definitely helped her limit those seizures. And then I had my sweet senior dog last year that was diagnosed with lymphoma. And he was like 14 at the time, and they had said, you know what, it might just be a couple weeks, and just keep him comfortable. That was really kind of what it was about. And the CBD really did help keep him comfortable, and it kept him acting like himself and being playful. It helped with his appetite. It was just really beneficial to him. So once I had seen what had happened with my 2 dogs, there were some health issues within my family that I really, was kind of wanting help with. And thought, you know what, I'll do my homework and see about CBD oil for people. And so when I found out what I did, I thought, well, why not? Like, I need to try this. And it's been helpful in a multitude of ways. So for me personally, it's helped me sleep. I didn't know that I had crummy sleep, but once I took CBD, I recognized, wow, this is what it feels like to wake up rested and ready for the day. So for me, it's something that is a staple. It also has helped with, some of like the stress and anxiety that comes along with just life, and it helps me just remain more calm. Gabe had actually, once I started taking CBD, he said to me one day, like, you're so chill. I'm not sure what to do with that, because I tend to be kind of on the intense side. So that was, I think he noticed it before I did. And that's something else to know about CBD is a lot of times you'll notice it in a loved one, or your loved one will notice it, a difference in you, before you do. So kind of keep that in mind too. Ask the people that you love what they're seeing, and sometimes that'll help us. So anyway, so how did I choose? I really kind of looked around. The main things that I selected my product on were ingredients, hi Jeremy, and purity. It's really important. There's, this is a kind of a new industry, right? For a long time, cannabis was taboo, and now people are starting to kind of be more educated, and so there's a lot of products out there. What you want to look for is the ingredient label. Just like on our food, if we're going to put something in our body, we got to be really conscious about that. So look at the ingredients. Okay, for me, I chose a product that has hemp seed oil as a carrier oil because of the omega-3s and the phytonutrients and all the benefits of hemp seed oil. That was important to me. CBD extract, okay, for for all of its lovely health benefits. That was important. When you're out there look into full spectrum versus isolate, because full spectrum means they're using the whole plant, okay, and that means you get, in my CBD education group, I have a few different images in there that show all the benefits from the terpenes and all the things that are great about the hemp plant. And so I wanted to go with a full spectrum product. So look into that. Obviously, organic and GMO, where the farms are based, that was all something that I was really focused on. Let's see. Oh yes, Meredith, I will come back to questions, I promise. Danielle, I'm glad that you're experiencing better sleep with it. That makes me so happy. Extraction method is really important. Okay, so extraction means basically what they're doing to get from the plant to the oil. Okay, so look at the different extraction methods. For me, I chose the CO2 extraction method. Long story short, because it's more natural and safe. Okay, but again, do your homework. it's really important that you are educated about these different aspects of CBD oil and can make a choice that's best for you and best for your family. So, and then the last thing that was important to me is third-party testing. Again, because there are a lot of products out there, and you want to make sure that what you're putting in your body is, especially on a daily basis, twice a day, is beneficial. So, so yeah, look at those 5 characteristics and get educated on that, and then that'll help you make your decision. And, you know, as I sit here, I had said earlier on my post that I would also share, like, why am I so excited, okay, about this? So I'm excited because of days like today. Like, I had several people that said to me things like, first thing this morning, I had one of my friends that's been taking CBD probably for several weeks, and she said, I think she rated her pain on like a 6, 7, or an 8 to start with, right? She was in a lot of pain. And now this morning she told me that she's pain-free. Okay, how amazing is that? And that she can play with her little girls. And so, like, to wake up and have conversations like that is just so amazing. The other thing that I love is, as I mentioned, I have 2 teenagers that are really busy, and I love my time with them, you know, running them to theater and music and such. But I am busy with that. And so the fact that I can work from anywhere, I can have these conversations, I can, you know, schedule a CBD 101 and share information, it's just really fun. And I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I think this is my favorite so far, is being able to share out information and have all these fun stories to go along with it. So that is why I get so excited and kind of race through things, is because it's just something that has been a huge benefit to my family and something that I can share out to people that I love. So, in fact, as I see a note from my dad there, he was just out here visiting. He just went home on Sunday, and my dad hadn't been in Colorado to visit us for a couple years because of his health issues. And it was really hard because I have this new house that I love, and he wasn't able to come out because he wasn't feeling good. And this elevation made it hard on him. And so my dad started CBD in December, and he came out and visited for 10 days, and he felt good. You know, I'm probably going to try to post his testimonial again, but, you know, just his health issues have been improved by using CBD. And not only could he come out and visit, but we went to Red Rocks, and we did the museum and enjoyed the view. And oh, it's just like, it's so wonderful to see people that you love feel better, and that's what has me excited every day. So let's see. Hi, Marin. Let's see. So if you are one of the folks in my CBD education Facebook group, please say that below. Maybe say healthy living or something below, because I think quite a few of you are in that CBD education group. I hope this was helpful. Okay, I'm gonna go through and answer some questions now, but if you, let's see, I'm actually gonna do that right now if it'll let me. See if I can catch. I wish I had a remote from my phone when I'm doing live, because I don't like leading into the camera. I know there were some really good questions that popped up. Oh my gosh, Tana's on here. I hope you're still here. Hello, Tana. Okay. Yes, Rochelle, let's get together for coffee. That would be awesome. Go let the dog out. I know, Rochelle. I'm glad. Yeah. Okay, so Heather, of course you're gonna ask me a question that throws me for a loop a little bit. Yes, so, you know, the male-female thing, honestly, that's not in my wheelhouse. But basically, yeah, marijuana is what produces what is known for the high THC, low CBD, and the hemp is going to be the high CBD, low THC. Let's see. What else did we got? Beth needs some oil to focus. Yes, Rochelle. I didn't take drops before I started. I should have. Hi, Linda. Okay, I hope, Danielle, that your computer's cooperating again. Hey, Beth. Okay, so Laurel's asking about basically using CBD with other medications. I am not a doctor, so I always encourage folks, some physicians are more open to CBD than others. I know my dad has had really great interactions with physicians, partly because they've seen positive results for him, but yeah, I would say with medications, it's always good to go to a physician and, you know, kind of feel them out, see what, you know, how they feel about it. I've had a lot of people say that their physicians have worked with them on knowing, you know, maybe even how to, if they're getting good benefits from their CBD, how to taper down their medication. But with that said, you want to follow a doctor's recommendations because, you know, you don't want to experiment with things and not have that resource for you. So I would just always say, work with your physician. If your physician is not open to CBD, maybe it's time for a second opinion. You know, I think that there's enough research out there that finding the physician who's willing to work with you for something that's important to you is key. I have a lot of articles in my education group about medications and CBD, and yeah, so I would, yeah, check that out and see. But I think there are a lot of folks who have experience being able, with a physician, to lower their dosage of their medications because they have received benefits from CBD. Hopefully that helped a little bit. Megan, all those biology classes are paying off. I hope so. I hope so. Thanks for sharing, Linda. Okay, looking to see what other questions we have. Okay, so someone asked about kind of the stigma that, and especially for folks that are in a different generation, like they went through the whole reefer madness and, you know, all the negative, all the propaganda that essentially came out surrounding cannabis. So I'm trying to think. I had in a couple of my posts, I had recommended, there's a docu-series called The Sacred Plant. And it's a 7-part series, and they talked a lot about the history of cannabis and why, you know, a whole generation of folks has a negative connotation with cannabis. So I'm going to share that out in here too after I'm done, because I think it'll help us. I think really it depends on the person, how you present it. You have to be able to share facts. If someone is more pragmatic, share facts with them. There is research out there, and it can be helpful to show them some of the potential health benefits. I think it's also, you know, sharing information as far as THC and the fact that if something is high CBD, low THC, that it's non-psychoactive. I think just those pieces of information can help. I'm so proud because my grandparents, I don't think they even thought twice when they heard from my dad about the health benefits. Maybe you did think twice, Grandma and Gramps, but they heard the health benefits and they said, you know what, let's try it. You know, they wanted to feel better, and my grandma had a lot of pain and has suffered a lot, and so something that could potentially benefit her was something that she was open to, and I love that about them. So, okay. What to do? Let's see. Linda, does alcohol have an effect on your CBD level? That is a good question. I don't know for sure. but I will look that up because I think that's a super interesting question, and something, you know, a lot of people enjoy their wine or a beer, and so to know how that affects CBD level would be super interesting. So if anybody finds some good information on that, let me know, and I'll do some homework too. Oh, Meredith, Linda's the one that brought us together. I love that. Thank you, Linda. Heather, your cat with the autoimmune issues, you're asking about that. I would absolutely encourage you to try it with your cat. And to know, that's what I want to share too, with your pets, CBD is really easy. So you're gonna just put a couple drops on the food. And I know with my dogs, I give it to them with both their meals every day, and they eat it up. So absolutely, autoimmune issues, whether you're a human being or one of your pets, I think that CBD is a really great option to try. Let's see, what else have I got? Oh, somebody else that was helped their sleep patterns with CBD. I love it. That's awesome. So yeah, sleep is really important. I mean, obviously, when we sleep well, we have more energy. The way that we go through our day is completely different. I know a few of you are still struggling with sleep and are kind of experimenting with your CBD serving sizes in order to try to get that amount of sleep that you need. So again, I encourage you to just really be patient. And with serving size, it totally depends on the person. You want to start, that's something else that I hadn't gotten to yet, some tips for using your CBD. One of those is starting low, a really low serving size, and working your way up. Less is more is a really great rule of thumb with your CBD. Okay, so if our bodies are deficient in cannabinoids, then we want to just slowly introduce that and work our way up. Not because something bad's going to happen if you take too much CBD. One of the things that I love is that you can't overdose on CBD, okay? However, you want to make sure and use, you know, the right amount and make the most of what you're using. And so that would be the best way to do it. I always recommend start with 2 to 3 drops twice per day. Stick at that serving size for 5 to 7 days, and then work up from there. Because some people have found that a lower serving size is actually more beneficial to them than a high serving size. And a serving size ranges anywhere from like 2 drops twice a day to like 20. But just know, like, don't jump to 20 thinking that's how you're gonna like feel perfect. It might be that your body only needs a lesser amount. So, okay. Meredith, good question. So I am an affiliate for a company, and I'd be happy to share that information with you. The ingredients in the product that I chose are hemp seed oil, CBD extract, and then my favorite choice of flavor is peppermint. So it has the peppermint extract. And so, like I said earlier, it's just important to me that the fewer ingredients, the better. And so just having my product having those 3 ingredients is really important to me. So that's something you want to really look at. Okay, let's see. Heather, it doesn't surprise me you're doing your homework. Yeah, you are just kind of confirming that full spectrum is the way that you want to go, and we're on the same page there. I'm glad you had fun, Dad. I did too. Let's see, I am still... Hi, Vince. Hi, Fabian. And Heather, yeah, kind of confirming, you know, a lot of great research, but working with your physician is always important. So I would recommend that you do that. Oh, Linda, I love it. Your husband's, Mark's oncologist and cardiologist encourage it. So what I think you'll find, okay, is physicians can't, and I kind of learned this from the docuseries that I was watching, The Sacred Plant. Physicians, unfortunately, can't bring CBD oil up and say, hey, you should try this. However, many of them, when you bring it up, very well are open to it, encourage it to the extent that they can, and can help you provide information. So that just, oh, I love it that his specialists are supportive. Hi, Tyra. I wish I knew what I said, Heather. That was awesome, but I'm glad. Thank you for the compliment. I would be happy as far as serving sizes. So recommended serving sizes for people and pets. I love to chat about CBD. So feel free to send me a message and I can send you some charts, or I know I've posted them in my groups, my education group, as far as how much to use, what kind of some guidelines to start with. Because again, it's not a hard and fast black and white. It really is kind of a place to start, and then you experiment a little bit to find, they call it the sweet spot. Find out what works best for you, for those in your family, and for your pets. So we can talk through that a little bit. I'd be happy to do that. Oh, Linda, good question. If you take too much, okay? For some people, they could take maybe too much and not have any effects from it. Things I've heard from folks have been maybe they're extra drowsy. Maybe they feel a little bit nauseous. Maybe, you know, I talked to somebody today that was on a different product, and it was really high milligrams, and they felt kind of a fullness or kind of a feeling in their head. So if you're taking too many drops, it might affect you in a variety of ways, but that's where, you know, just kind of easing up slowly is key, because if you're taking a little more at a time, maybe all of a sudden you'll feel where that sweet spot is. So good question, Linda. Let's see. And let's see. So any other questions? You know, the things that I am going to mention, I have that CBD education group. I tend to post CBD articles in there, and I welcome other folks to post things that you find in there as well. Testimonials, you know, CBD stories, you know, any kind of natural living or wellness tips. I love posting those in there. I'll keep doing invites to events like this in case you want to attend another one, or in case you have friends or family that want to attend. So if you want to be added to my CBD education group, if you want an invite, please comment below and I will scroll through and get your invites out to you. I hope, yes, exactly, Dad. No one has ever died from an overdose of CBD, okay? We know that, gosh, opiates and different medications, pharmaceuticals that are out there can be really dangerous and can have a wide variety of side effects. And one of the beautiful things about CBD is that they're really, you know, you might, if you take too much, you might feel a little bit nauseous, or you might, you know, have some kind of minor side effect, but it's just a matter of, again, finding that sweet spot. If not, okay, Heather, yep, I will do that. Tyra, yes, absolutely, I'll add you to the, I'll send you an invite. So a lot of great information, super questions. Thank you so much to all of you for coming and keeping me company on here. And I look forward to doing this again, because I feel like every time I do this, I learn a little bit more, and it just helps me kind of grow as a person and grow as an educator. So I hope you all have an amazing night, and I will look forward to connecting with you soon. Love and light. Night.